Charles, you watched the Colbert Report with James Colbert? No, guy's a douchebag. Why would I want to pollute my mind with a show that is just Trump bad, everything left good, Trump bad, everything left good, Trump bad, Republican bad, everything left good? Or the vice versa. Why would you want to watch a show Trump good, everything left bad, Trump good, everything left bad? It's like, can you imagine like seriously sitting down and listening to Rush Limbaugh day after day, 3 hours a day, and just ask yourself, like, what have you gained? Let's say you believe everything the dude is saying. You've left with a hatred of a group of people, and that's it. You haven't learned anything new. Can you go start a fire? Can you go plant a tree? Can you run a greenhouse? Can you perform surgery? Have you bettered yourself in some way? Has it made you a better listener? Are you better at interacting with people? Are you better at your job? Do you have more capacity to make money? All these shows exist to make you hate other people because there's money and power to be made by making you hate other people. They peddle fear, uncertainty, disinformation, propaganda techniques, and they create an other, whoever that other is going to be. Name your favorite group, or I guess least favorite group, and then there you go. They can use any catchphrase they want. Borders, language, culture. They can use Make America Great Again. They can use social justice. They're just phrases, and they attach emotion to them. And the proper way of using them is to hate whoever they're targeted at. As long as you hate them, you're a good member of that group. You get to be a ditto head or whatever they call you. So no, I don't watch any of that. It's garbage, it's junk, it rots your brain, it destroys you. You know what? You want to try an experiment. Turn off the television for a week and just read a biography. Somebody. Ulysses S. Grant, Abraham Lincoln, somebody, Susan B. Anthony. Pick your favorite person. Pick a person that you just want to know more about, randomly maybe. Maybe a foreign figure, okay, like a Mao or something, controversial or not. Just read it. Ron Chernow is a great writer, and see what that does to you. And you know what is going to happen if you can if you can participate with a family in these things. If you have a wife or a husband or something, read it to them in bed. Say, tonight we're just not going to watch TV. I'm going to grab my Kindle or my book, and I'm just going to read for an hour to you. And you just be amazed what happens after 1 week. You have a conversation. You're engaged. You're actually saying, well, wow, what's going to happen in this person's life? I did that with the George Washington biography that Ron Chernow wrote. He was one of the most fascinating people I've ever read about. I learned about Washington in school, in K through 12 and in university. And it was quite academic. Yeah, he did this and this, and he was at these battles, and he did this and that, and blah, blah. But I never got the real story about Sally Fairfax and his relationship with his brother and watching his brother die of tuberculosis and going to Barbados and just all of this stuff that was extraordinary. And you just got this amazing three-dimensional person. And at the end of all of it, there was a relatability there. Washington wasn't born as a paragon of men. In fact, it was quite the opposite. He was defined more by his failures than by his successes and his lack of opportunity. He should have been a general in the British Army. They should have brought him into the ranks of the aristocracy. And had they done that, he would have never fought on the revolutionary side. He would have actually been the opposite. Instead, they did everything they could to diminish and demean him to a point where they turned potentially one of their greatest assets into their greatest enemy. He built a nation on the back of that. That's a great story. So turn the TV off, turn Colbert off, turn all these guys off. They're noise, they're nobodies, they're nothing if you don't watch them. It's like that Simpsons episode with the advertisements that are killing people. Just don't look, just don't look, just don't look. And buy a book, read it, and read it to a friend, read it to your wife, read it to somebody. You'll be closer, you'll have better relationship, better conversations, and you'll want to finish it. And then once you do that, you know what you do? Do the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And sometimes you just randomly pick people out. And then you start talking to each other about books. And you find other people that do that too. And you become a great student of history. And then you start looking at things that happen in their life, which you can use in your own life. And then that wisdom gap closes. And life gets better.